And I mean, look at it. You've got fresh fruit pomelos, iceland sausage, then you have kebabs, then you have fried foods, squid on a stick, spring rolls, giant prawns, baby fried crab, sour mangoes, watermelons, coconuts, fried chicken, more fried chicken, wings with cheese powder. Good morning, guys. Hello and welcome to, can you guess? I'll give you a clue. This is one of Thailand's biggest weekend markets. I would say it's got to be close to one of the biggest markets on the planet. This has over 15,000 stalls. Like, just the logistics of this is gap. So I just got, as I was interrupted in my intro, a candy ring. That's nice. So as I was saying, 15,000 stalls. The logistics of running this market is probably the same as running a small city. It is huge. They have 250,000 people visit this market every single weekend. And I have to say, as much as I love a market, I feel that this is just so overwhelmingly busy that it is hard to know where to go and what to do. It's like, I want a drink, I'm thirsty. However, I don't really want to grab something at the very first place that I stop at, because when you have this many places, you might only end up getting past the, I mean, look at it. This is literally, in essence, the car park into the market, and you've got longanberry juice, you've got grass jelly juice, you've got Thai tea, you've got spicy shrimp, and it's a warm one today. Like, it's 11:30, and it is already 33 degrees, and the humidity today is also on the high side. So I have certainly picked the worst day of the whole 2 weeks that I've been here to be here. But we persevere for the content. And I mean, look at it. You've got fresh fruit pomelos, iceland sausage, then you have kebabs, then you have fried foods, squid on a stick, spring rolls, giant prawns, baby fried crab, sour mangoes, watermelons, coconuts, fried chicken, more fried chicken, wings with cheese powder, loads more juice. Like, holy shitballs. I should have gone live here as opposed to Chinatown, I think. Like, this is just going to be manic, and I'm not going to know where to start. So I'm going to try and be selective exactly what I film, because the problem is, with it being so big, that I could film for hours and not really get anything good, and I don't want the camera to run out. So we are just going to walk all the way around the outside before we do anything else, and then we'll start trying to deal with the narrow little walkways that are down the side of literally every main stretch. But honestly, like, I remember when I came here last time 4 years ago, it was just before COVID, and I will, if I can remember and if I can find it, I will post a picture up somewhere on the screen now, either the whole screen or maybe a little bit of the screen, because I was walking down these walkways and there was literally, I mean, it's quite chill now actually as well, to be fair, but there was literally nobody walking down. I think there was 5 or 6 people, and yeah, we had the market to ourselves, and obviously now as we turn and walk down into these little alleyways, it is crowded. So it's certainly much busier, and obviously that was down to the fact that by the time I was here in March, they had put a stop on Chinese travel. A lot of the tourists had stopped traveling or had left, so it was a lot quieter. And I was told quite a lot, actually, that it was quite a good time to be here because we had the market still fully open. Everyone obviously is still trying to make money with the very few people that were left in the markets visiting. However, the problem was there wasn't enough people for all the market stalls. So what happened was everyone was just so happy to see you, and obviously they were all trying to get you trade. And yeah, we just had the place to ourselves, which was really cool. It felt like you'd hired out Chatuchak Market for the weekend. Okay, we're gonna dive in after the Nan Spa. So we will get down into the nook and crannies of it all next, which I think is gonna get a bit more hectic than what it is out here. It's quite chill out here. So, oh, the smell of that spa actually is really, really good. Okay, here we go. We're going in, shades are coming off. We mean business. I am definitely going to have to grab a Thai tea or longanberry or longan juice or something in a minute. So it goes on. I'll give you an example. Every sort of 10 yards, they have places like this, little junctions that you can walk down, and the whole thing is a covered market. I mean, like I say, just the logistics of this market is like almost unfathomable to me. It is just crazy, but crazy good. I love this place. It's incredible. Ooh. You want to watch where you're stepping as well. There's some uncovered gutters here. I nearly fell down one. One thing I will say is there's not air conditioning, there's fans, and the fans are lovely, but it is ultimately a metal roof. So it is ultimately walking around a crowded tin can on an extremely hot day. So the air is like warm, like very warm, with smells of like leather and new luggage, because they sell an awful lot of stuff like that. So the smell is very warm smells, not unpleasant, but just like the temperature itself, it's just ridiculously warm all around. You can hear all of these going off behind me. So this could end up being a huge video of me rambling, as in walking rambling, and me rambling as in talking rambling, for the duration around a huge market with occasionally some food. But ultimately this is obviously a part of the traveling experience. You know, I didn't want to just have, oh, this is a food stop, I'm going to eat. This is a food stop, I'm going to eat. I wanted to have something that showed the vastness. Now, I've come in here with absolutely no plan on how to walk. They've got, I don't know how many sections. You see, I showed you the map at the beginning, but when there is so many stalls, I am just literally walking wherever I decide. If I get to a junction and it's busy, I'm turning left, I'm turning right, I'm just keeping on moving. So God knows where it's going to end up with. But some of these little places that you can see on the sides here, some do have a little air conditioning. And every so often as you walk past, you just get a little blast of cool air, which reminds you of what it's nice like to be cool. So, but yeah, I mean, some of it's inside, and then a lot of it as well is outside. So if you are coming, make sure that you have sun cream on, a hat, or an umbrella. It's quite common here, and quite useful. and then just hydrate all the time, because ultimately you will sweat a lot. Captain Cab. Is it really a video if I don't have a milk tea before anything else? Oh. That has the addition of caramel in it, and I bloody love that. That is genuinely so tasty. So I'm not here to buy anything. I've not really got my eye out for anything. However, obviously, if something catches my eye, I'll be certainly giving it a go. I think we're actually coming out to the street again, which is just what I need, a bit more sunshine. They have loads of money exchange places here, and honestly, I don't know what the quality of them are. So, but I think that's something now in Thailand that's happening a lot more, is there are a lot more places taking contactless. I do think that it's catching up with like London and the US, or the UK and London, the UK and the US, in a sense of it is certainly becoming a much more cashless place. Like I think Krispy Kremes, nearly all the Krispy Kremes now are cashless stores. So again, it's just being aware of that. I came here with a card, not even declaring that my card was coming over here, because I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure last time I was here I used cash for everything, and yeah, basically it isn't the case. You want a donut, you got to use your card. So that's not what I used it for though. I went to the cinema, and the cinema was cashless as well. I'm sorry about the noises I make when I drink Thai tea. I should probably put a parental warning on it, because it is so good. And the thing is, I've probably had about, I don't know, 6 cans of condensed milk since I've been here because of how much of this I've eaten. But, drunk. But, honestly, it's the best thing on the planet. Right, I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna have a little wander. I'm gonna let you guys catch up with me when there's something other than me making questionable noises drinking Thai tea. But there will be some food in a bit. I can smell it in the air. We're getting close to something probably fried and spicy. Cake. I can't have cake to start. Swaddy Gab. 1 pork, 1 chicken. First stop. Chicken and pork skewers. As you know, I am obsessed with skewers, Thai tea and Coke, so we are there. Look at them. The colour of these are unbelievably looking. They also have some Isan sausage. But first stop is this. They're just emptying the tray with great difficulty there. Okay, so first actual food. we have chicken and pork skewers. It's quick and easy, and to be fair, they look delicious. You put them on the grill to warm up a bit more. Hot. That is ridiculously tender chicken. I don't know if you can see just how far that marinade has gone into that chicken. In addition to putting that back on the grill again, has made it really bloody hot. I'm just gonna move the camera up a bit. Nope. Down a bit. Try and avoid the sun for you guys because it's quite sunny. That is really, really good. Now, I don't know what they do with the chicken before they cook it when they marinate it, because the chicken here is always really, really soft and really succulent. With the flavor in there, it's delicious. It's sweet, smoky from the grill. But then, in essence, what could be the star of the show is the moo. Okay. I'm gonna say, although the pork is better than that one, the chicken is better than the pork here. That tends to be, I think, more a bit of a mushed up pork rather than pieces. Now, I know that is a bit more common nowadays than it used to be with them moo ping, because it used to just be always pieces of pork and fat. But there's a lot more places that do it now that do it with minced pork, and it's nice still, don't get me wrong, it is tasty. However, when it's minced, the chicken is nicer. Plain and simple. Whole pieces of well-grilled meat is nicer than grilled minced meat. It's plain and simple, but good. Gap. Okay, so second stop, second liquid. Honestly, this is going to be a video of me just drinking liquids. I can feel it. But over here now, in the middle of all of this, what I thought was a car park actually looks like a whole section dedicated to food. So I am going to have a walk around here and find something to eat, because I am hungry and it's hectic going on. You see everyone trying to get you into their markets, stalls and their tables, and it's busy. Like, I think this is where everybody's hiding. So I'm gonna have a look around, probably find something to come into. Might just get a little pot to keep walking with. Those fried crab bits are looking really, really good. But we will see. But in the meantime, first of all, I'm gonna finish this bad boy, because it is refreshing. Hell yeah. And the colors are just unbelievably incredible. This is why I'm thinking about getting fried baby crabs, where you just pick them up and eat it all, I presume, but they're too small to pick the meat out of. But all the way down, it's just, they're ingenious, getting rid of the flies. And just all the way down, you've got food, all the way. And honestly, it smells amazing down here. I'm not sure if I'm getting any sweat patches, but I probably am. To be fair, it's the first time I've worn a white t-shirt all week, and it just so happens to be the hottest and sweatiest day I've been here, so that's a fail on my part, I would say. But yeah, we're gonna get something in a minute. I can see Mu Bing, Logan juices on ice, fried pork, fried chicken, like, oh. One, yeah. Oh. Gab and gab. So that's the seafood sauce, which is a mix of like chilies and fish sauce and vinegar. It goes really, really well with fish. But I'm looking forward to this. And you have squid eggs and then grilled squid of different shapes all the way down. There we go. Fried, golden and delicious. Whether I like these or not, I don't know, but we will find out. Because I'm not really a big fan of the shells of seafood, so this could go one of two ways. Okay, so what we have next brings a new meaning to like the soft shell crab. These are whole fried crab. Okay. Initially, I wasn't sure what to expect. But that first bite is kind of really garlicky, super crunchy. A little spice. But they crunch down really easy. Hello, Mag. Oh, absolutely delicious. 100 baht, so £2.50. They really are just crunchy nuggets of goodness. I don't think I could eat a whole pot of this, because there's just so many of them. But that spicy sauce is delicious. You can hear the crunch. It's crunchy without being hard or intrusive. And the spicy sauce, loads of garlic and stuff. That is so, so good. Honestly, way too big a portion. Because it's a massive pot. I'll show you. But oh my god. You can hear that. They're unbelievably good. That is better than chicken skin. I cannot explain just how surprisingly good they were. Like, I love crab, don't get me wrong. Never been a massive soft shell crab fan, but these are not soft shell crab. Like, the shell is hard, but it's been fried so much that it's just super crunchy. And honestly, it is incredibly delicious. That seafood sauce, honestly, that seafood sauce makes everything nice. And I can live on that seafood sauce. However, again, it's just too... I would have paid 100 baht for half of that, and I'd have been happy. It's just a little much for one person. If you're sharing it with a couple of people, great. But for one person, it's a huge pot. I think I got about halfway through, I'll be honest. Couldn't finish it all, because it is hard and crunchy, but it is spicy and tasty and delicious. But it would have completely ruined me to eat anything else. And I do need to eat maybe one more dish. Kind of contemplating perhaps a dessert. So we'll see what we get. A couple of little bits of shell still in my teeth. Not much, but a few. So we're just down green fencing with the road on the other side. There's a load of food all down the inside. And I mean, look at this. You have a kitchen that you just kind of walk straight through, which is crazy. But all along here are like proper sit-down restaurants, tables, chairs, proper crockery and bowls, and you just rock up and sit down. And there's not, I'm not gonna say there's a queue, there's quite a few people in each one, but there's not a queue for anything at the moment, which is wicked. And then you just kind of turn and walk straight back up a couple of aisles, and you're back on the street of, or I say the street, the main stretch of the market. And then we're back to this area. So they feel worlds apart, to be fair, because down there it just feels like a little city centre alleyway selling some food, and then you come back out here and it's just like, it's massive. And some of the clothing is really cool as well. You got like your PlayStation and Patagonia shirts. Obviously a lot of the stuff here is fake, but with it being fake means you can kind of haggle for prices as well. So, but I have to admit, not as busy as I was expecting. It's also worth noting when you come into the market, because of this, like, you can imagine it's 15,000 stalls, you can imagine how big it is. There is so many entrances that I would, because it's so open like this on a couple of the corners, I would just, as a tip, make a note of the building, a structure near the outside. Like, there's a few tall buildings around. I came off the MRT and there's a really big sort of red-lined building at the edge. So when you leave, you're not coming out onto a road on the wrong side of the market or something and then kind of get a bit lost as to where you are. So make a point of reference in the skyline and make sure then you just leave via the same kind of area as that, to save you being probably a mile and a half along the road on the wrong side of the market, because it's very easy to get a bit disorientated in here as to where you are. So yeah, just a little tip. So the prospect of overheating is very, very real. Like, I've got a hat and sun cream, and part of me wishes I had a bloody umbrella. There is some shade on the inside, but it's still very, very hot. And the shade on the outside is just filled with other people trying to walk down in the shade. So we kind of have to sort of pick and choose where and when you go so as to not overheat, because it is very, very hot. I'm not going to lie out here today. I feel like it could be the hottest day I've had in Thailand thus far. And yeah, it is. It is very much something I am. There's another market, mixed Chatuchak. Okay. Just when I thought I was getting around everything, there's another section apparently. I don't think I'm going to do another section. I'm just going to keep walking here until I find something to eat, because I'm getting hungry. But yeah, I can see a frozen Coke. That's my kryptonite. There's going to be a market of me just literally drinking iced tea and frozen Coke and not freezing, not overheating. So I have found a little cooler area of the market that I am kind of hanging out in at the moment, and it is really, really, really nice and refreshing. Pretty much everywhere has got aircon, which is incredible. So yeah, just curbing the sweatiness for a minute, and then we'll be back into it now in a second. I'm just coming to the end of the lovely little section that I had. So you can walk for miles in it, and like I say, you do have to be careful of overheating. I am officially getting close to that point today. It is really hot, and you can feel that level of dehydration, kind of. Not dehydration, but like you get a dizziness, you get hot, and you just don't feel like you're going to be able to cool down. So it's certainly a point at which I think I've got a little bit left in me, and then I am going to head back to the aircon of my hotel room. However, I am going to get one of these. What flavor shall we get? Sawadee Krab. One grape. Yeah, Kapn Krab. Kapn Krab. Kapn Krab. So these are amazing. So he has a little thing of ice, puts these cold metal pillars in them, and he freezes juice like grape or Coke or soda. And they're really quickly frozen. That is genuinely just cold, sugary grape. £5, like 12 pence. I'm not sure. There may be a little salt in there to help that freeze. I think I can taste a little salt in there. But still really sweet and delicious. Okay. Soda popsicle has given me a new lease of life, and I think I've just actually discovered something a bit different that I've not seen before here or anywhere in Bangkok yet. Now obviously what you have in these markets is a lot of repetition. You've got a lot of places selling the same things. There's a lot of chips and pizza and stuff like that here now as well. But what I think I've discovered is pork stuffed peppers. And that is what we are walking back down and hunting out now. Because honestly, they looked delicious. And they looked like something different. So let's get it. Sawadee-gab. Just one, please. This is what we're going for here.
Thank you.
Cab, kun cab. Thank you. No. Okay, thank you. So this is what we went for. Basically, grilled peppers stuffed with pork. Now, I have no idea how spicy it is. Okay. It's like a medium kind of spice. Stuffed with minced pork and vegetables. That is actually super delicious. They're only 25 bahts, about 50-60 pence. It's still quite hot. Spice-wise, I put it on like a 3 or 4 out of 10. Kind of reminds me of the spicy grilled Greek peppers you get. Holy shit, that was really good. Hands down so far, best thing I've had at the market. Probably having the grape soda playing a close second. Well, that was good. It was sweet and salty pork, but the pepper was spicy. Grilled really well as well, so there's no like rawness left to it. It was just soft and like the flesh was pulpy. Honestly, so good. Let's see if I get the right bin. Cab. Honestly, that was fucking dynamite. That could be my trip on the way out. Oh. just saying to the guy there, if I could lie down and get a lift all the way down the market with it, it'd be quite nice. I'm going back inside because it is just the heat. The heat is getting there now. That actually looks delicious, to be fair. Hang on a minute. Let's have a look at this. Crispy pork, fried sausage. Oh, they're like chicken wings. That's like delicious looking pork. But again, you know, it's very much like the portions are either really big or they're expensive. Like it's nearly £10 for a pot of that pork. That's closer to London prices. I say £10, like £6 something, £10 for a big. But ultimately, yeah, I mean, it's pork. And like pork is such an abundantly used ingredient in Thailand that is not renowned for being expensive. So when I see it for like 300-400 baht for a bowl, I kind of go, I mean, is that because we're at Chak Market? It could well be, and you know what I mean, if that's what it is, that's what it is. But it is expensive in relation to what else they sell here. Right, guys, that is it. I'm done. I had a Lipton iced tea and it just completely filled up my stomach. I have no space left. As I'm getting toward the end of the holiday, I'm only able to eat a little bit less each time. So I am finishing up and making my way back home to chill out before I will be going live later in Chinatown. Well, when you see this, I'll have already done it. And hopefully you'd have joined me. But yeah, that finished me off. So yeah, that was a video. Hope you enjoyed it as per usual. And take it easy.